Okay, thanks.
I'm the Delaware Riverkeeper, leader of the Delaware Riverkeeper Network, and leader of Green Amendments for the Generations. And I'm here to say that you should not be voting on the MOU that's been put out just a few short hours ago to this community. This is a very lopsided agreement. It's not been subjected to any public participation, public comment, and it really is very clearly negotiating a pathway that's going to end up sacrificing our community, our rivers, our environment, and future generations. The agreement is very difficult because it just came out a few hours ago. But so that while section 3.1 of the agreement says that both parties shall negotiate in good faith, the MOU negates the opportunity for good faith negotiation because many of the most critical items the data center developer wants, they are obliged to receive and you are obliged to give to them. For example, section 2.5 commits the township to in advance giving away tax abatements for another 10 years. In any fair negotiation, that's a critical issue that the township holds in terms of some power to actually bring to the table to a negotiation of this kind. You've already given it away to the data center. When we look at section 2.1 of the agreement, it talks about the parties working collaboratively to develop a mutually beneficial zoning ordinance. And then it puts together a list of the items that are going to be included in that ordinance. It uses some wishy-washy language, but as an attorney, I can see very clearly how one would argue that the limited list of items, particularly environmental items that are listed in section 2.1, will be used to tie the hands of the municipality and prevent you from talking about including in your zoning ordinance a number of very critical issues, such as the level of impervious coverage, air pollution, water pollution, the source of the energy that's going to power the data center, which is most likely going to be highly polluting, dirty fossil fuels. It doesn't talk about the cooling method. It doesn't talk about the volume of water or the source of water that's going to be used for that cooling. It doesn't talk about pollution discharges to the waterways. It doesn't talk about the size of buffers for any myriad of reasons or needs that you could have with regards to a data center. So you've got a very limited list of environmental and community items that's going to be addressed, and we can see very clearly how the data center is going to use the language in this document to tie your hands and prevent you from considering this whole wealth of other critical issues. Even when we look at section 2.2, the $50 million bribe, as it's been so accurately characterized as, even though when we look at section 2.2, where we have the benefits agreement doesn't even benefit the community. It's going to be the supervisors that are going to pick a select group of entities and nonprofits that are going to get the money. So if you're a pal of the township, maybe you're going to get some of this money. If you're not, then you're not. But this $50 million is not going to this community. And finally, it is very critical for you to remember that Article 1, Section 27 of the Pennsylvania Constitution, the Pennsylvania Green Amendment, gives to the people of Pennsylvania a constitutional right to pure water, clean air, the natural, scenic, historic, and aesthetic qualities of the environment, and obligates you as a trustee to protect the natural resources of this state for present and future generations. This MOU agreement ties your hands and prevents you from being able to fully, fairly, and transparently fulfill your constitutional obligation to protect the environmental rights of the people, those here today, and all the future generations yet to come.